You're late. No, I said what I said. You're late. Darling, you are technically on time, but on time means that technically you haven't been able to sit down and get settled in, which means you're going to be taking those minutes off the clock. And Miss Dream will absolutely notice that, and she'll be displeased. And while you're in training, the person she turns that displeasure onto is me, and I take umbrage with that. You are late. No, 5 minutes early, 15 minutes early would be on time. Would be on time. 30 minutes early would be early. And that is the type of effort we expect here. No, this is corporate America. Of course, you're not going to be paid for that. But you will be replaced for that, for somebody who definitely is hungry enough for the job. Working for Miss Dream is. Listen here, I'm with you. I hate all the corporate rigmarole. I hate all of the hierarchical rules. What? Yeah, I know that's not how you say that. I'm sorry. Sometimes my southern slips through and I can't say certain words, especially when I am tense. And Miss Dream should be walking through those doors at any moment. And if she sees us fraternize, well, yes, I'm supposed to be training you, but listen here. She's a particular woman with particular ways, and, well, back to the important things, okay? Important things that are happening here. You taking in this all. Working for her for a year will open up ungodly doors in this industry. You will get incredible connections just from the people who walk through those doors. This is one of the biggest companies in our niche and our genre. And anybody who makes it this far already has proven to be a very impressive person. So since you are a very impressive person, and the chair that you're going to be sitting in is basically a revolving door of people with impressive amounts of talent, but the lackluster will to be able to stick around, I want to give you the best chance. Well, no, I try to give everybody the best chance, especially those are so cute and delectable and delicious. What? Sorry, kind of hungry for some breakfast. Yes, breakfast. I struggle to say that word. I have a speech impediment. Back to what we were talking about, okay? You are really dreamy eyed about this job, clearly, to be here around some of the A-listers of our industry. Calm down. Your desk is over there. Yes, I know. It's just a white folding desk. What can I say? I have been here for years and years and years and years and really earned the trust of Miss Dream, which is very difficult. There's no one above me besides, the corporate CEOs. And if you don't, your title doesn't start with a C, you're not above me. I'm absolutely on top of everybody else, just like I want to be on top of getting this work done before Miss Dream comes in. Good morning, Miss Dream.
Good morning. Will the reports be done today?
Yes, absolutely. Those reports will be done very quickly. Right. See? She just walked past. She has to know this is your first day and she's going to let this go. You are going to sit over there and you're going to look over all of the client lists that I've put on your desk. And if you have any questions, feel free to very hushedly talk to me. She doesn't like to hear any tones that are not fitting of her workspace. I don't know what that means. It's her words, not mine. Goodness. Looking like an absolute piece of art. That painting right there. That's a Monet, Mm-hmm. Well, that's a Monet. Such intelligence without pretension, his work. It's refreshing. This is water. What did you think I had? A glass of champagne. Oh, again, that's just Miss Dream's rules. She prefers for us to drink out of champagne flutes. She says it looks high class. You weren't here when she demanded we all drink sparkling water. I do like me some liquid death, but it gets old after a while. Sometimes you just want some plain old H2O, but that was beneath her for a while. So glad she's over that. Oh, well, if you manage to make it past day 5, we'll give you a company laptop. Yeah, most people don't make it past hour 12. Well, your first day can go that long, and frequently does, because that's often It just so works out whenever she tends to have someone hired as a, oh, there we go. That's on her schedule. Yes, it is. She usually has a huge meeting with a client and she runs over, and we're not allowed to leave until she leaves. So, what? Yes, darling, this is a salaried position. We stay so long as it's needed. And let me tell you that there's many different positions that I would like to, huh? I'm sorry. I'm so confused. It's been such a long day. No, I would like to analyze what? Analyze. Analyze. Analysis? What did you think I said? That would be a very interesting thing to explore. The analyzation of the client files that we're talking. What are you talking about, Sweet Pea? Sorry, what?
I can hear you flirting. Do I need to call HR?
Yes, I'm sorry. That was a giggle. It was a laugh. I'm sorry, Miss Stream. I was just explaining some of the work to our new hire. Did you get his name? What's your name?
Oh, you're not flirting. Then perhaps you can file your paperwork.
Yes, I will be filing the paperwork very close before your meeting. Well, before your meeting, so you would have time to read over it, of course. You see what I mean? She's a rather intense woman. Here. In fact, I actually might need some help with this. Here. You see these forms? I need you to make sure that the names here match the names down here so that we make sure everybody that ends up coming to the big end of the quarter meeting is going to be properly in attendance. And if they're not, who their representative is going to be. If you see anything that looks abnormal, just make a notation of it using this highlighter. Oh no, your skin, it just it feels so nice, so warm. Oh no, I'm always cold, darling. I don't know, it's an adrenaline thing. I had some interesting things happen when I was younger, and because of it, I'm just always jumpy, and because I'm always jumpy, my adrenaline's always going, and I always feel a little cold to the touch. I promise you, I've got a very hot pocket. Sorry. You have some very interesting perspectives on how to get this done more efficiently. It's not too often people, especially on their first day, are thinking about that. I like to collect interesting people. So, how exactly do you like making sure you slide all of your details into your reports? I must admit, I'm very good at oral dictation myself. You know, taking notes when someone's telling you what they do. And just because I'm teaching you this job doesn't mean I can listen to you and learn a couple of different things. I'd like to learn from you, all about you, everything that makes you better at this. Okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe I should I go back to my desk or something. Or maybe I should bring all of my stuff over here. That way we can work closer together. I think that would be better, you know? I can show you exactly how to access all of our hard copies of our client. What? What's that look in your eye you got there, sugar? It looks like you're trying to look at me, but you're also staring right through me. Well, I was talking about the hard copies of our client files. The paper copies that are in the filing cabinet, you know? Oh, sugar. I also could really use some of that sticky glue over there. Yeah, so I can make sure to close these envelopes. I was going to use my lips, but I figured that that might be a little inappropriate if we're in such close quarters with each other. Darling. Darling. My eyes are up here. What's that? Oh, honey. I think I have more than I could possibly use in what? I'm sorry. Getting lightheaded. It's awful warm in here. Maybe we should adjust that AC. Otherwise, well, you could take your coat off if you're getting too warm. What? I want you to be nice and comfortable. Wouldn't want you to be up here stuffy and sweaty and, well, you're going to end up having to go home to take a nice cold shower. I think I'll be right behind you, though I'd rather be right in front of my desk getting everything done and prepared. Lunch is going to hit sooner rather than later. And when that happens, well, gonna have to go make sure I get nice and filled full of whatever they're serving in the cafeteria. Dinner, or rather lunch, is always on the company. They do have a dinner crew. It's not as wonderful as their nice lunch spread. You do like a nice lunch spread, right? Oh, goodness. Their craft services are to die for. I don't tend to eat up here, though. I like to go find a nice private place where I can absolutely savor all of the tastes and delicious, delicious gourmet food from the chefs. What's your favorite thing to eat? I guess I'm going to have to change your mind on that one. Or show you something that's far better to eat than that. Like my homemade fettuccine. It's absolutely to die for. I love making fettuccine Alfredo. I make my own Alfredo sauce. I sure do. I make sure that the difference is whenever I'm making my sauce, I like to make sure it gets nice and thick. And I use lemon rinds. And you make sure you don't go into the white parts of the lemons just so you get that nice lemon flavor without any of the bitterness. It is positively to die for. Well, it seems like I've set the stage perfectly for us to have lunch together and recap your first day at the job. And you highlighted those names wonderfully. And I've just been sitting here, also working on some very hard copies of our client files. All I have to do is put this all together, wrap it up in a bow, and scan it and send it over to... Well, you're right. We could do it digitally, but there's many things that I like to have inserted like into my computer. I like to put in information with my fingers digitally and also having a digital copy. But unfortunately, Miss Dream does not like a lot of typing noises. And despite the different variations of keyboards I've used over the years, I haven't found one that hasn't annoyed the living crud out of her. So I do this all manually, and then whenever she's out of the office, I do it digitally. And if I can't do it digitally, then I do it all manually. And I scan it into using a printer, and then I just send that digital copy to her. The printer's on the next floor. You can follow me. We can go down together, or just you in front of what? The stairs. We can go down the stairs. And we can go over to the copier, and I can show you how to work it, though. Looking at those hands, I think you are quite capable of working many things yourself. And once we are down there, we can send it off to her. I'll get confirmation. And, I have access to her email on my phone, and I can see when she opens it. And then we can go grab a bite or two, and maybe some snacks, and I'm sorry, I'm absolutely thirsty here. Would you like to take a drink? Looks like you definitely could use your lips with some. Doesn't that feel so much better? dry mouth is no way to walk around, especially if someone's thinking about kissing. The what? Oh, no, no, no. I was just saying, if you think about sending those reports over to Kissimmee, it's Kissimmee. I don't know. It's in Florida. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about a completely different project. You were saying? Yes, yes. Let's go to the copier, and get that handled. We can do that right now, sugar. Alrighty, right this way, down this hallway. And maybe we should take the stairs. Well, it's more exercise, and I can show you more of the building. Plus, then we don't have to risk getting stuck in an elevator with Mildred. Mildred, she's a interesting girl. That one, she has a certain aura, and all of her inside the head thoughts tend to become outside the head thoughts. I don't think she's had a single thought in her brain that the rest of the world didn't have to know. And Lord have mercy, she drifts to such mean things. Like, if there's any kind of mean joke, she's the first one to jump all over it. Ugh, I don't know. She's not a bad person. She's just a lot to take in. And if you want to be taking other things in, then she tends to put a damper on those. What? Alrighty. So down here, goodness, you are very good at going down those stairs. You'd be surprised at how much of an expert I am. Yes, because of the heels. You're right. And now through those doors, and I guess I should have mentioned the copy room is it's a little tight, but I'm sure you have no problem with things that are tight, do you? I didn't think so. So, we're just gonna have to squeeze in here. Nice and cozy, isn't it? And here, hut. Listen, that door is shut. That door is shut, and I only have a couple of minutes before someone might try to use their passcode to get in here. We usually leave the door open, but we can close it from time to time to the passcode so that certain people like us, the executive assistants, can get in, but no one else. Listen, I know this is an HR travesty, but your lips have been absolutely calling to me from the moment that I saw you, and your eyes scream of someone who's never truly had someone who's been enamored with them or that you knew of. Your eyes scream that you need somebody to show you love and light and to absolutely want to do things that are going to get me fired and not recommended for another position. But then again, the only position I want to be is, I know this is wildly inappropriate, but I can't help myself. And you don't have a ring on your finger. And if you have a girl in your life that is not trying to absolutely sweep you off of your feet, then she doesn't deserve you. And I am here to tell you, it's me. It's me. You need me. It's me. It's me. I am going to be that girl, and I am absolutely going to. No. Listen here. You're being bratty. You are struggling. Not because you don't want this. I can tell. I can absolutely tell by the way you were eyeing me. By the way you were absolutely undressing me in your mind. You feel it. I can tell by your heartbeat. The way your eyes are dilating. By the way your breathing is quickening. And despite me holding you against this wall, you are gripping onto me tighter and tighter the more I talk. So how about you? Stop telling me how much of a mistake this is and just kiss me the way I want you to. Just that. There you go. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a kiss. I wanted a touch. I wanted your love. I want you to know exactly what I think of you. I'm gonna run my fingers through your hair like this. I want, goodness gracious, I can just smell your sand through your chest and your neck. I just, okay, breathe, breathe, breathe. Goodness. No, I'm sorry. Just being that close to you and getting all of this done all day. I just, whew, it was so difficult that entire time. Just absolutely needing nothing more than to tell you how incredibly attractive you are. You don't have a girl. Not that it matters because you are definitely mine now. I didn't think so. How did I know? How did I know? It's not that I didn't know whether or not you had a girl. It's not that I don't care. You're mine. It's, I could tell that you needed someone who understands you and knows you, though. Love. It's not love at first sight. It's just knowing the thing that you've been praying for, thinking of, pontificating over, the thing that you imagine. And when you get to look in that person's eyes and you just know, maybe it's not love. Love, I think, comes later. But just knowing this is someone who understands you, someone who gets you, someone who's meant for you, someone who is going to elevate you. And darling, I can tell you're feeling quite elevated right now, aren't you? That is, yeah, I didn't see that as being a problem. I'm definitely gonna have to change those. Crap, I don't exactly carry an extra pair in my purse or anything like that. And well, I don't think office buildings don't really have a plethora of towels, and I'm quite sure there's not enough paper towels in the bathroom to help me with this issue, especially if I have to be in an office with what? No. Why would I ever want to get rid of you? Why would I ever want to have you not work here? Listen here. I have to train a new person every couple of days, and I usually just ignore them, toss them a couple things, and let them see how boring this job can be. A lot of people want opportunities and they want to be able to do great things, but they don't want to put the hard work in that it takes to get to those things. But let me tell you, I think out of the two of us, I can make sure that I take care of the hardest of works. The job. I can do everything that Miss Dream needs, but she likes having a backup in case I were to go find another job or something. I know she's looking for my replacement, but at the same time, I'm also looking for a better job. I'm looking to be happy. Truth be told, I know I just met you, but you make me incredibly happy. What? All those conversations getting to know you just now? Well, okay. I can't lie. I may have known quite a bit about you from when your resume hit my desk. And I found it very interesting that you said that your previous job was like playing the worst Dark Souls game ever made, that it was custom level in hell. And if you can survive that, you think that you can survive anything. I've never laughed so hard in my life. I knew I definitely wanted to get to meet you, but I don't actually get to talk to any of the people when they're going through the application process. But I made sure to work late that day. I made myself scarce. I hid around and I watched the security feeds after. They were so captivating and cute. And when you talk about the things that you know things about, I am still very close to you, yes, but no one's come in here to stop us. So why would I back off? Back to what I was saying though. When you talk about the things that you know quite a bit about, you talk with such confidence and such drive and such passion. And I knew that was something that I absolutely wanted. I went out of my way and I told Miss Dream. I told her I thought you were going to be a wonderful hire. I really pushed as hard as I could without being too obvious. But I thought you would be a great pick. And since she didn't know I even saw you, I thought this would be great. Yeah, you're right. Gosh, I guess we didn't eat though. I can definitely think of something if you need a quick bite we could have. You're right. That would be very difficult to clean up. And they would definitely hear things. I don't think we would hear them coming to the door if you got me started. I can be quite boisterous. Alrighty, I guess we should head on back up. My makeup's smeared. Oh my god. Oh no, you have lipstick all over your. You have to rub that off. You have to rub that. You have to rub that off right now. You can't go out there like that. Your hair. Oh no. No, my face powder's all over your. All over your shirt. It's all over your shirt. Oh no, this is bad. This is big bad. This is not good. This is negative amounts of good. Crap. Here, let's just dust you off as best as we can, and well, no, my makeup's all upstairs. I didn't actually think this through. I thought we would come in here and we'd have a little quick smooch. I didn't think I would lose control like that. It's just, you're so enticing. Okay. We go back up there. I go first, and then you can show back up in a minute or two, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's go. Okay, and just try not to look at anyone in the eye. Oh, bless. Okay. Hi.
Wow.
Hi, Miss Dream.
You look a little rough there. Zena, can you explain what happened to our new hire?
Yeah.
Oh, pardon.
I'm
What's your name
not sure
again?
what you mean.
Don't worry, I'll forget it.
I know I don't look as well. I was in a hurry, and I guess I got a little carried away with how I was eating.
Okay, well, perhaps your lunch activities should have stayed behind once you both punched back in.
Yes, Miss Dream. Absolutely.
How about this? Get your work done and give me a reason to pay you.
I will make sure to get. I'll start working on tomorrow's. Absolutely, Miss Dream. I will make sure to have all of the mail separated and sent in. The stuff that you need. We'll get that done. Yes, ma'am?
Zena, I'm beginning to believe that you may be the reason we go through so many new hires.
Oh, goodness gracious. Alrighty. Well, I'm not fired that I know of. Well, no, she tends to just say, I wish you the best in your future endeavors. If she ever says that to you, shake in your boots. No, it seems that she's going out to her meeting. This would be the perfect time for me to go over to my desk and start typing out some of the reports and stuff that would get me ahead for the week. Balancing your time here is going to be very important. Making sure that you take care of what needs to be taken care of. Like me when pardon? Oh, listen here. I am still the person who's in charge of training you. So that means you have to listen to me. Ugh. I could do half of this work with my eyes closed, getting ahead for the rest of the week when I could be giving what? I could be giving you some pointers, though I think I did plenty of that earlier. The tips that I was giving, well, trust me, I was really hoping for more than just the, goodness. I have one thing on my mind right now, and I think that is going to be an extended lunch session. Well, maybe not today, but what are you doing after work? Did you have any plans? Really? Meeting up with your friends? D&D. I was thinking about a D and then maybe more D session. What? I usually play a barbarian. So I like to tear things apart, but I wouldn't mind taking a chance of being a healer type. There's definitely some type of healing I don't mind. I wouldn't mind having about now. What? Listen here. How about you take some deep breaths and sit down and you go ahead and read over those client files. I'm just going to take this nice fat marker and start going through the edits for the next memo as well as the Oh, it sounds like you're the one that's only got one thing on your mind now. What made you so bold? Well, I mean, anytime I tend to take my hands and put them on the guy and push him up against a wall, usually it's because I've been telling them exactly what they can do with themselves. But, I guess you're right. There's not much difference. Well, usually for them, it's a bad thing. It's about what's about to happen, and they are not going to. No, tell a lie. They usually end up still liking it in some way. They discover new things about themselves. Sorry, my mind is going in 12 different directions, surely. All right, you familiarize yourself with those client files, and once 5 o'clock rolls around, how about you come head back to our place? Oh, I know what I said. Our place. Oh, you thought that was a request. No, darling. You're going to be spending the evening with me. And I think I'll call the temp agency to take care of both of our spots. Oh, no. She won't expect you to come into work when I won't be there to train you. And don't worry. You'll be getting some work in. You'll be getting some real important work in. Hey guys, Ian Alexander here. Oh my God. We are approaching 35,000. Depending on when you listen to this, maybe we will have hit it. I don't know. But as of recording, we're not that far off of 35,000 subscribers. And I want to say thank you to everybody who was in the live stream, following on Twitch and Kick. And I was on YouTube as well. And TikTok. All of you guys that were in the live stream helping me plan it. We are going to be doing a Rise of Renzor, which if you do not know, it's fine. It is a series on this channel. Then we're going to be going a recap of everything that's happened, and we're going to go through possible ways things to move forward with that series because I really, really love that series, and it's been 2 years. I need to tie off at least a season 1 of it, like get it to a conclusion of what's going on with the sleep paralysis demons. I also want to say thank you to everybody who's been a part of the Kickstarter. We are at almost 100 supporters. We have 7 days left, and we're about 3,000 off of the final stretch goal, which I can't even believe it got funded, let alone we hit 2 stretch goals. This is wild to me. So thank you guys so much. I can't wait to have this movie done. I can't believe we're putting together a movie that's going to be on Tubi. This is absolutely, I use the word absolutely way too much. Wild to me. I love that. And I am going to make way more of, when I say way more of an effort, it wasn't that I haven't been making effort. I'm learning how to balance my time far better. I took on a lot of projects, but they're things that absolutely get me going and make me happy. The video games that we're making, the visual novels that we're making, and then the movie. Like, this is becoming crazy. There's so many moving parts, and all of you guys have been super understanding during this process. I absolutely love you. All of you guys who have been gentle during this process, also thank you. I love you guys so much. I promised I was going to keep these outros super short, and here I am just babbling. Anyways, I love you guys more than bacon, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.